Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be doing a video about the case and screen protector that I recommend using on, basically any phone. For me, in particular, it's Google Pixel phones. Now, the case is actually called, the company is actually called Poetic, and the case is actually called the Poetic Revolution. So you guys might actually remember, I don't know if all of you guys remember, the OtterBox series, the OtterBox Defender series. Now, they actually used to come with a case with a built-in screen protector, and that's actually the case here. As you can see, this has a built-in screen protector. So actually, the OtterBox Defender, they actually stopped doing that, and they actually turned to tempered glass. So I didn't really like that. I have videos on my channel about tempered glass, and I just don't have a good time with tempered glass screen protectors. Or the film. I've just had numerous problems, trying to get them on, how I wanted, how I, needed them on, and everything. But that's a different video. If you want to check that out on my channel, I have a few of those. But anyway, the long story short, I'm actually going to show you guys how to install this on your phone. I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk through it, everything, and let you guys know how to install it and, the proper way to install it, or at least the proper way that I recommend installing it. So anyway, I have my Google Pixel 7 over here. And what I'll actually show you guys is I actually have it set up on this phone already. This is what the case looks like. This is a Poetic Revolution. It's got a kickstand. Really nice case. Very flawless case, in my opinion. It still, keeps the phone pretty, minimalistically thin. I really like the bumpers up here. It's got a cutout down here for the speakers and everything. It's got a flap for the charging port. It's got a cutout for the microphone up here, cutout for the camera around there. And you still get that good touch screen sensitivity. Now, some people, would probably ask me, well, how's the fingerprint? Well, I'll show you. Boom. Do it again. Now, sometimes you do have to press a little harder than other times, but also I'm doing a video, so it's kind of, difficult to press at the same time as, recording. Now I can actually show you guys again with my other finger here, and, it's pretty much flawless. Boom, right into it. So that's actually how it looks, once it's set up how, I wanted it set up. Or, if you don't want to do this, it's up to you guys. But I recommend doing this because one of the reviewers actually on Amazon for the case itself actually recommended doing this, and I didn't actually know you could do this. So when you get the case and the stuff, you get another thing that you can use if you want to use a tempered glass screen protector or a film screen protector. They give you that, so we'll just put that to the side because that's not what we're going to be doing in this video. But that's there if you do want to use that, or if you already have one, on your phone. So this is like a TPU material, or something like a hard, plexiglass like material or so. What you want to do is, I don't know if you guys can really see it. There's a little circle right here. So it's like a little bump. So the reason that I take that off, you can actually peel that off, and I'll actually get into more about that in a minute. But you can actually take that off. You can peel that little circle off. That's actually meant for the unlock. That's actually meant for the unlock there. But the reason that I took that off is because I read a review on Amazon that said dust and stuff was getting under there. And I actually have a friend of mine that I saw. He kept that little circle on under there. And I saw a bunch of dust under there, and I was like, man, I was like, you have a bunch of dust in that certain spot. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's because it's from my fingerprint sensor. He had like a Motorola phone or something, some type of phone like that or something. And I said, oh, man, I said, I could never deal with that. I mean, I told him, and he says, oh, he says, it's not that big of a deal. You know, some people are like that, you know, it's not that big of a deal to them. But, you know, I was actually staying away from these cases for the longest time, and I was using tempered glass. But you know, I was having problems with rainbowy effects with the tempered glass and stuff like that. I was having problems getting them on without dust and stuff underneath of them and stuff like that, and the glass not fitting around the case and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I just got tired of it, so I had to come up with a solution. So luckily, I read a review on Amazon, and the reviewer said that you can peel that off. You can peel that little circle off. So, you know, I didn't know that until I actually read the review on Amazon. So, you know, instead of getting all the dust and stuff, you know, caught up under there, you can peel that off and then, you know, take it, you know, and wipe it down with a wet alcohol wipe. Like he recommended, and then you get the sticky residue off of there, and I'll show you guys more about that, you know, as I get into the video more. And then you use a microfiber cloth and you wipe the whole thing down, and then it's good to go. Like as you can see here, there's no, you know, there's no residue, there's no, you know, it's all clear, there's no, you know, circle anymore. So that's what I did with that. That's the completed product. So you know, it does work. So I'll actually show you guys how to actually do that. I'll actually put the camera right here, and I'll use the kickstand for my camera, and I'll actually show you guys how to actually do this. So what you want to do is you can take this off if you want. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. The top, you know, I'll probably just leave it on. But what you want to do is you want to actually take. Actually, I think yeah, it's off. But as you see right here, this little bubble. What you want to do is you want to just peel this, and as you can see, it is coming off. So you just want to be careful as you're peeling. See, it's coming off. So, boom. You know, and it's off. So, you know, I peeled that off, and then, you know, all I have to do is wipe down, you know, where the residue was. And as you can see, because it is sticky, so you're gonna have to, you know, use an alcohol wipe on it. You're gonna have to, you know, wipe it down. But after that, you know, it's clear. I mean, you can use your screen protector as normal. You know, like I said. You know, so, you know, it took me like, you know, 10 seconds or so to remove that. So, you know, I mean, you know, I'm glad, like I said, I'm so glad. You know, I'll show you guys again on my Google Pixel 7 here. Boom, right into it. Boom, right into it again. Show you guys again with my other fingerprint here. And boom. You know, so the only thing that, you know, some people might complain about, that you know, it kind of gets on my nerves, but it kind of doesn't. Now, the only thing that some people might complain about is up here, because the camera cut out. As you can see that better. The camera cutout is, you know, obviously cut out so the camera, you know, can function. So dust and stuff does get in under there. But the easy thing to do is, you know, instead of having the hassle of trying to put on a tempered glass screen protector, or, you know, putting on a film screen protector, all that kind of stuff, you know, the easier thing to do is, you know, all you have to do is pop this case off, you know, blow it out, you know, with your breath or whatever, blow it out, you know, with that, or, you know, blow it out with something, you know, like a, you know, some kind of a dust blower or something. You know, that's normally what I do. I'll blow out the edges real good. I'll take it off, clean it, you know, all that kind of good stuff, and do stuff like that. And, you know, it'll get the dust out of there. Another thing that I recommend, that would help you with the dust, is not put your phone directly in your pocket. because when you put your phone directly in your pocket, it's going to get dust all around that camera area. So, to avoid the dust getting in there, you can do stuff like that. You can, put your phone in your back pocket. That's a lot of the time what I do. I put my phone in the back pocket unless I'm at work or something. Or you can actually buy like a case, like one of those little cases that you can use to put your phone in, and then that's what I actually do at work. I actually have one of those cases that you can clip on your belt, or you can put on your belt or something like that. Now, Poetic, they actually did used to give you like a little thing. Actually, I think they do give you it. Actually, no, they don't. They don't give you. This is actually a Google Pixel 6 model. But they don't give you that anymore. They used to give you a little belt thing. It kind of looked like this. It kind of looked like this, and then they would have like a little thing on there. It would have like a latch that could connect to your belt. But they actually stopped doing that, so I'm actually surprised that they stopped doing that. It kind of sucks, honestly. But you can get one of those things, though, on Amazon. You can get them for like $10, $15, maybe $20, if you're stretching it. But, just, that's, a minimal thing. I mean, just, pop it off, like I said, and, put something under there to blow it out, like a air compressor or something. You could use that, or just breathe it out, just blow your breath on it or something, and, get the dust and stuff out of there. But another thing that I actually recommend, I can actually show you guys this real quick, too. There is a little flaw in the Poetic Revolution case. Unfortunately, I mean, I hate to talk about this, but I do want to talk about this. This is the Google Pixel 7 taped up on the back. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I recommend doing it. Now, see this? This is the kickstand in the inside. This is for the kickstand. So see these little edges here? So these edges, after a while of movement and moving your phone around, your phone being in your pocket, all that kind of good stuff. After a while, that will scratch the back of your Google Pixel or your phone or whatever kind of phone you have. Now, my Google Pixel 6 that I'm actually using now, I started doing that with this. I actually have the same thing. I have, this is like packaging tape. I put this on there so it doesn't actually scratch the, back of the phone itself. Because eventually, I've actually reached out to Poetic and I told them about this. I told them that it's scratching people's phones, or at least it's scratching mine. I don't know if other people have been having this issue, but I actually reached out to them and I told them that you should maybe make a different design with this, because it's either this is scratching it, these edges, or it's this right here that's scratching it, because it looks like it's actually these, because they're actually sticking up. So, there's not much of like a lip here where it could actually, avoid that. So what was actually happening was, on my Google Pixel 6, these 4 spots here, if you can see them, they were actually like getting embedded into the Google Pixel 6 back. So what I did was, to counter that, I put some packaging tape around there so it wouldn't actually eat into it. And you can actually see a little bit right here. You can actually see where it's actually starting to eat into it a little bit. So I would recommend doing that. And then, after a while of changing, change the tape out. That's what I do. I normally come in here, like once a month, and I clean my phone up real good. I clean the screen, I clean in here. I blow it out with an air compressor, or just blow it out with my breath or whatever. And, get all the dust out and everything, and I change the tape up. Like I said, I'm not downing, Poetic or anything. I think they're great cases, wonderful cases. They're the cases that I'm going to keep buying probably for good until they, either go out of business or, don't, do business anymore. But I mean, like I said, I don't want to down them or anything, but I think that they do need to see this. I hope that they do see this on the video if they do watch it. Because that is frustrating that I have to put tape on the back of my phone. I mean, it's not like anybody sees it anyway. It's not like, I'm going to be taking it out of the case and stuff, but, people would probably wonder, if I did take it out of the case, if I took it to a, T-Mobile store or something, they'd probably be like, why does your phone have tape on the back of it? But anyway, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I'm not downing them or anything. I think their cases are wonderful. Very well made. Very well constructed. I really like the built-in screen protector, all that kind of good stuff. So there's more good than bad. But I just figured that I would let you guys know about that. So you guys, can do the same thing. I wouldn't recommend using any other kind of tape, because if you use any other kind of tape, like duct tape, stuff like that, then it might stick to your phone and it's gonna, just cause big problems. So just use some, cheap packaging tape or something like that. Anything that's clear. I mean, I know it might look stupid, but it's not like anybody's gonna actually be looking on your phone. Looking at your phone, with the case on. My sister, she's one that actually takes cases off of her phone. She puts a case on and then takes it off, puts a case on and then takes it off, and I'm like, I just get tired of people that do that. I don't understand, why would you do that, especially if it's a slim case. Like she doesn't even have, a big case on her. She has like a slim case on her iPhone 12. It's probably like this thick, probably not even. It's, very thin. But, she doesn't even have a screen protector on it or anything. I actually do have the Poetic Revolution for my mom. She actually has that for her Galaxy S22. As I was saying, wonderful cases. I highly recommend them. They're way better than the tempered glass screen protectors, way better than dealing with all that kind of stuff, and everything and trying to put them on. Like I said, with the tempered glass, you have tons of problems with them. Either the screen protector doesn't fit the screen how it should. Dust gets underneath of it, stuff like that. Or you get these rainbowy effects around the corners of them, or they're too big for cases, and I just don't want to deal with all that kind of stuff. You can just get one of these cases. Like I said, I highly recommend them. I'm not working for Poetic or anything. I'm not working for any of them or anything. I just wanted to share this with you guys and let you guys know what I do, what I recommend for my phones and everything. So yeah, like I said, I'm not, down on them or anything. I'm not, gonna be, like, oh, they scratched my phone, I mean, but, I would let you guys know that, like I said, I wanted to let you guys know about that, to put tape on the back, or you could even maybe tape up this, but I actually tried that and it didn't actually stay. So I would recommend taping up the back of your phone, or maybe even getting, like a skin for the back of your phone, so that way it wouldn't, but I don't like to bother with those skins even, because you have to use a hair dryer to put them on and all that kind of stuff. And, I just thought to myself, well, I'll just put some packaging tape on there. You can pick up some packaging tape on Amazon, or at a dollar store for a few bucks or whatever. So I mean, it's no big deal. But I hope that they do eventually, because I did leave reviews. Every case that I get from them, I leave a review on there, and I do give them 4 stars. But the reason that I give them 4 stars is because of the tape that I have to put on the back to prevent it from scratching the phone, or getting indents in the phone. Like I said, as long as you do that, as long as you put the packaging tape on there, as long as you do that, and then change it from month to month or so, whenever you clean your phone, or whenever you take your phone apart or whatever, like to clean the screen protector or whatever. Like I said, I try to do that every month. Every month or so, sometimes sooner, sometimes later, depending on how much stuff gets under the screen. But, if you can prevent that, like I said, if you put your phone in your back pocket, that'll help prevent it. If you put your phone in one of those, like carry cases, that'll prevent it, like the ones that go on your belt. That'll help prevent it. So, like I said, great cases, Poetic, like I said right here. Poetic cases, great cases. I highly recommend them. This is for the Google Pixel 6, as I said, but I just wanted to show you guys the box. This is what they look like. They come very well packed, very nice. You can get them for like $16, $17, so less than 20 bucks. You get a phone. You get your phone protected. You get a screen protector built in. You get a rugged case with a kickstand. I mean, there's really not much, else you can ask for. A really nice camera cut out around here as well, and four little bumps here. So when you put the case down, it's not going to actually mess up your phone or whatever. As I said, it's just a really nice design, really nice case. I really love them. They're really, really durable. I can tell you guys a story about when I was working. I've worked as a custodian for years. I've actually recently started working at a school as a custodian. I'm constantly around hard floors. Like hard floors, like hard, cement floors, stuff like that, tile floors, stuff like that. I need something that's going to protect my phone, and this is it. This is definitely it. Like I said, I've dropped my phone a few times at work. I've dropped my phone downstairs. I've dropped them, I actually have the same case on my Google Pixel 6 that I'm using to record right now, and that actually has some dings and dents up here, but the phone has been flawless. The phone has been fine. I've dropped my phone, downstairs. There's stairs at the school that I work at, and I've dropped it downstairs. I've dropped my Google Pixel 6 actually before I started using my Google Pixel 7 as my daily. I've actually been more careful with that though, and I haven't actually dropped it yet. But I'm not actually one to actually drop my phone very often. I mean, my sister, she drops her phone constantly. I mean, we were playing basketball with my niece yesterday outside, and luckily we don't have a cement basketball court, but she dropped her phone out of her back pocket when she was playing basketball. My mom says to her, she says, "Oh, you dropped your phone," and she just doesn't care. She just doesn't care about that kind of stuff. There's just some people that just don't care about that kind of stuff. But I myself, I like to protect my phone the best that I can. And like I said, there's no better case than this. I'd highly recommend it. OtterBox, I used to recommend them, but like I said, I don't recommend them anymore because they've gone with tempered glass. And they don't have the built-in screen protectors anymore. I don't know if OtterBox actually got bought by Poetic or something like that, because it was awfully funny. Like, as soon as OtterBox went out of business, Poetic started coming out with these cases with the built-in screen protectors. So I was kind of like, maybe OtterBox bought them or Poetic bought them or something, and then started using their system or something like that. And like I said, another good brand that I recommend, I'll actually leave both of them linked down below in the description. Another good brand that I recommend, which is just like the Poetic, except it doesn't have a built-in kickstand, is the Unicorn Beetle Pro by SupCase. They're just as good, if not better, than these. I mean, but the only thing is, like I said, you would sacrifice the kickstand. But that might not actually be that bad, because like I said, with the kickstand, it has these little things here. So it does, mess up the phone over time on the back. I mean, if you don't tape it down, like I said. But like I said, excuse me. Like I said, if you tape it down with the packaging tape, you'll be fine. But both of those cases, I highly recommend. The Poetic is obviously my first choice. And then if I can't find that, if it's out of stock for a longer period of time or something, I would get the Unicorn Beetle Pro by SupCase. So they're both, I'll leave them both linked down below in the description. And the way to do it, to take the circle off on here, should be the same. Like I said, you can take that off, peel it off. It should be the same on the Unicorn Beetle Pro, the SupCase model case. It should be the same way. Just peel it off. Take this off of here. Take all the protective stuff off, and then you're good to go. I can actually show you guys again with the fingerprint here. And as you can see, I barely even had it on there that time with my finger, and it just went through. I mean, boom. Do it again. And boom. So yeah, I mean, another thing that I do recommend is doing is actually you can go into the settings here, and I'll actually show you guys. Let me do this. Yeah, display. You go to screen protector mode. You go to display, and then you go down here and you put on screen protector mode. And it says increase touch sensitivity and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, yeah, I recommend doing that because it does have a screen protector on it, so it doesn't hurt it doesn't affect battery life or anything like that. It just makes the touch screen more sensitive. So I recommend doing that. I actually forgot to tell you guys that. Luckily, I remembered to tell you guys that before the end of the video. But yeah, guys, like I said. I just wanted to get this video out there and let you guys know what I use for my phones. Like I said, I have my mom hooked up with these. I have her with the same setup. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I highly recommend them. Like I said, the only thing is to put the packaging tape on there on the back. I definitely recommend doing that. Actually, I highly recommend doing that because if you don't, then your Google Pixel 7 or your whatever device, your Google Pixel 6 for me, 7, whatever, Samsung, anything. I actually did the same thing with my mom's case. I put the packaging tape on the back of her phone, and she didn't care. She just said, oh, well, it's not like anybody's going to see it anyway. So, it's not that big of a deal. So, but anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, just wanted to get this quick video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.